talking diseases today, plant diseases, and joining us is Dr. John Damicone, who is our OSU plant pathologist specialist. And Dr. Damicone, when we talk about diseases, I think a lot of times we think of a specific pathogen that's causing it, but how do we break down diseases? Isn't there a couple of different types that we can look at?
Yeah, there are. Generally speaking, we classify diseases as biotic or abiotic. Biotic would be a pathogen like a nematode, virus, fungus. It's caused by a living microorganism. It spreads from plant to plant, so it's called an infectious disease.
Okay.
Whereas the other broad classification is an abiotic disease, and that would be things like drought stress, chemical drift. We see, tomatoes are really sensitive to 2,4-D and phenoxy herbicides. We see a lot of drift from lawn applications of those phenoxy herbicides. You get twisted tomatoes. That's a common problem.
So it looks like it might be a disease.
It looks like a virus, actually.
Yeah.
It looks almost identical to numerous viruses.
Okay,
Yeah.
but it's just caused by a chemical burn, basically.
Right.
But
Chemical
that's still...
drift. So, excess fertilizer, burning plants with too much salt, basically.
Okay.
Because most of our inorganic fertilizers are salts.
Okay. So all of that's still kind of considered under plant pathology.
We get lots of samples in that. We have a plant disease and diagnostic laboratory there at OSU, and Jen Olson is our diagnostician. And I think she's estimated something like 70% of the disease samples that we get in are abiotic.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this year, of course, we had 17 inches of rain here, or almost 18 inches in Stillwater. So we had a lot of flooding injury and just poor plant growth because of saturated soil. Roots become asphyxiated. They don't have oxygen, so they die back. There may be pathogens there, but really the cause is excess water in the soil.
So can the abiotic diseases, can they be corrected more easily? Can you bring those plants out of it if you correct your issue?
Yeah. If you can, like for example, on excess soil moisture, if you get back to a more normal condition and you can till along the sides and get some aeration in those roots, they'll recover.
Okay.
Plants will recover from fertilizer burn sometimes. If you leach out the fertilizer, put a lot of water on them and do that.
And I know tomatoes.
Another thing we do that can be corrected in terms of excess water is these raised beds, and Oklahoma gardening is a great example of that. Lots of things.
We love our raised beds. Yeah.
And it solves a lot of those early season torrential rain problems we've been having.
Okay. And of course, I would imagine some plants are more susceptible to abiotic problems as well. Tomatoes with 2,4-D drift and things like that.
Yeah, they're super sensitive. Well, you'll have beans and squash and other things nearby that won't show it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for breaking this down for us.
All right.
We hope you enjoyed this video. It's part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on our OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.